Gloob just released a new trailer, this time for episode 17, Adoration. And oh my goodness, is this going to be a good episode. But before we get into the analysis of this trailer, let's talk about release dates, because we actually do have a release date for this episode. It is going to be coming out on the 28th of March, so this coming Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Brazilian time. As for the trailer, it starts off with everybody in the library and Mr. Damocles talking to them. The next thing we see is of Zoe looking at a picture, and based off of other stuff that goes on in the trailer, I think it may be a picture of Marinette. We also see her looking at Marinette in a very lovingly way. Marinette turns and smiles at her, and then you can just see them like looking at each other. Now let me say this really quickly, I am not really a Zoe-Net shipper. I love them more as friends, but this scene is so cute. Then it goes to a screen where it says the voice of love, I think. Don't quote me on that. But moving on, we see Marinette and Zoe talking. They're in a room that's really unfamiliar to me. I don't think we've ever seen it before. But yeah, they're just talking. It ends up going to pictures of Adrian and then back to Marinette and Zoe. So I don't know what they're saying specifically, but I think it probably has something to do with Adrian. The next thing we see is of Chloe and Lila, which is never good. Then an Akuma comes in and goes into a whistle thing that Sabrina has, meaning that she will get akumatized this episode. I think that it's probably because she's feeling left out. That's something that we've kind of seen a lot throughout this season. So maybe she was trying to hang out with Chloe and Lila and they just weren't letting her, so she ends up getting akumatized. And then it goes back to Chloe and Lila, and honestly the only reason that I'm bringing this up is because what the heck is going on with Lila's chin? Why does it look like that? Now this next part kind of confuses me because we have a bunch of people standing on the Eiffel Tower. They all look really shocked at something. Tom ends up running in front of Marinette and Adrian, and then Adrian ends up leaving, most likely to transform into Cat Noir. Now the part that confuses me isn't the fact that they were shocked at something, it's more so the fact why they're there and on the Eiffel Tower. Now the next few clips are just Ladybug and Vanisher fighting, and one thing that I do want to mention is that Cat Noir seems to be nowhere in sight, so either he had to leave to go do something, isn't a part of this Akuma fight, or just the clips that they decided to add into this trailer just didn't have Cat Noir in it. But anyway, so moving on to the very last part of this trailer, which is actually my favorite, the Adrianette scene. And yes, this video is not clickbait. Marinette confesses her feelings to Adrian, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so let's just back up. So Adrian is about to go walk towards the gates of his house when Marinette runs up to him and stops him. So Marinette goes on to explain that this isn't really the magical moment that she had imagined, but it was the right time. Adrian then says, "It doesn't get any more magical, Marinette." And then we see them start to get closer to each other, so I can only imagine that they're going to kiss. Then it just cuts to another text slide, but here's the important thing. In the background, you can hear Marinette say, "I love you." That's it. I'm done. The moment we've all been waiting for so many years is finally here, and I just can't believe it. And also, I know that people have leaked the heck out of this episode, but still, please do not comment any leaks about this episode, because there are people who have not seen any of those leaks or don't want to know about the leaks. Out of respect for everybody, just don't do it. But yeah, so with that being said, I am so excited to finally get a new episode, especially this episode, because it seems so good.